the historicity of it. Yeah, the historicity of it. When you look at Islam, when you look at Christianity, and you look at Judaism, Islam succeeds. It
Okay.
comes up
Okay.
with an A star. Reason being, the oldest manuscript that we have agrees with today's book completely and totally.
Okay, let's.
Yeah.
I agree
Now,
with you.
now that answers many other things. Now, although we can go into detail about those things,
How about the hadith, the way we?
no problem.
Okay, when we look
Let
at.
me answer that. Let me answer
Yes,
that
sorry.
because this might be of benefit to
Of
you.
course, yes.
The oldest hadith manuscript that we have is called the Sahifa of Hammam. Yes, I have the book as well. Manuscripts are in Berlin, Cairo, and Damascus. That is within 50 years of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah, there is a doctor, Dr. Marston Spite, who, when this was found, analyzed the narrations from this Sahifa, from this manuscript, and then what he did was he compared it with Bukhari, with Muslim, with Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal's Musnad. Yeah, and he saw that all but two of those narrations are all found in the Musnad of Imam Ahmad.
I agree with you.
If I can just finish the point, yeah?
Yes.
Because then this will be a good point for
I
us to bounce
understand. I'm
off from.
just a bit limited on the
Okay,
time.
then
That's
maybe
why.
we can speak next time, inshallah.
Yes.
I have to go.
No
Assalamu
problem.
alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Nasim,
Assalamu alaikum.
I will hope, wallahi, min qalbi, wallah, I will hope you will come
Thank
back
you.
to Islam,
Thank you.
inshallah. Yeah?
Thank you.
Wallah, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
It's up to you, brother. If you don't have time,
Of
I
course,
don't want to.
Of course. It just
yeah.
I wanted your opinion on one thing.
Opinions, brother. I don't mind giving my opinions once the foundation is clear.
Yeah, of
And I
course.
think because I'm.
I grew up as a Muslim, so I think there's a foundation already pretty clear. Then.
But did you know that we have non-Muslim scholars that denied hadith, but because of Musannaf of Abdul Razak and the Sahif of Hammam, even they've said it is now illogical for us. It is illogical for us now to claim that hadith have been made up, have
Yeah,
concept.
I'm not saying anything about that. I grew up as a Muslim.
No, because initially you
No,
said that hadith
no,
have been changed, Quran been changed. Yeah.
because my thing is simple. If we look at, you can tell me that the Quran was assembled, it's true and everything. I could tell you that at the start, because of the nature of human beings, that it's we are as people are looking for power, and that's why there was the division between Shia and Sunnah, because it's power game. People want to be in control of the region, in control of the power, and that's the nature of human beings. That's why in history we had Hitler,
But
we had
brother,
different
there are
people.
certain things in Islam that people will never have control over.
Yeah, of course.
You know, even Qadianis.
But we agree
You
that.
know, even Qadianis accept this Quran
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Shias accept this
Yes,
Quran as well.
but my question is simple. There is in Islam you have to believe. The whole word believe, it comes from your heart. You believe in something you don't see. It comes from your heart. You choose to believe in something, but you can't sit and see the proof now today in front of you. You live your life according to.
That's very general though. What sort of proof?
Well, you can't read. I can't see Allah in front of me.
Yeah, you can't see Allah in front of you, but you can see the
different.
preservation of the text in
Yeah,
front of you.
yeah. But I can say that text, for example, the Bible was corrupted. I can say that maybe it was corrupted. But in Islam, you're not even allowed to say it.
Look, it's not about.
But you understand?
I know
because
you're. I know you're from Morocco, yeah.
The way the scientific
listen.
brain works is you come with the theory.
Look, forget about what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do. Here we're in London. This is Speaker's Corner. Here it's their country, and we come. People say all sorts of things. So allowed, disallowed, forget about it. I'm interested in you. Yeah.
I will tell you my own thing. I started following spirituality. Spirituality in a way of believing, hey, we are all one. Do no harm to people. Do your meditation. Be nice. Do your mindfulness. Do everything. And I was happy. I was happy because when I see myself as because we gotta understand that being a Muslim is being part of a community, right? There's a community of Muslims.
Well,
You're part of
there are
that.
8 billion people on the planet.
Yeah, exactly.
And there are certain communities. I'm going to be honest. I live in a community I'm not happy with that community.
But you understand then that
But
I'm
there's another community that I'm part of that do appreciate me.
yeah, but the problem is simple. Muslim people are not only pushing away other Muslims away from the religion, they're making them hate it. But whenever there is a problem, we shouldn't let other treat it. The community should treat. There's a problem with extremism in Islam. We cannot deny it. We can't hide our eyes and say it doesn't exist. There is a problem with that. And there was the same problem in Ireland between the Catholic and the Protestant, and they faced it. There was a problem in the Bible, well, in Christianity with priests. They faced it. The problem is we blind ourselves and say no, that's racism, that's Islamophobia. We don't want to deal with it.
Can I be honest with you? A lot of what you said, I vibe with. It's like you're reading from my past as well. I'm going to be honest, I've had very negative experiences with practicing people, so have a lot of brothers here. Yeah, but I know it's very difficult to do. But, and one of the reasons, I don't know if you've seen my channel, I have a YouTube channel, and the reason why I did that was because I was unhappy with the sort of things I would see. And I said, I want to get on there and I want to show a side that I feel is being neglected. And Alhamdulillah, a lot of people appreciate that.
Yeah, so we agreed that you understand that. What I told you as well is the feeling, for example, when you're in London.
No, but this is another aspect as well. That you were
What is
saying,
your YouTube channel? So
Smile2Jannah.
Sorry, I hear you. Yeah.
No, no. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes to these sorts of things, when you're in a very pressurized society in which you're right, certain people are not allowing you to question things, certain people are maligning you for even expressing an opinion, there's certain things that you can't maneuver around
Yeah.
because maybe you're familiar with other cultures and the people in your culture aren't familiar with that, and anything alien, anything that we don't understand, we fear it. This is a typical principle. And if, let's just say, the people around you are not, they're very spiritual, they're very mechanistic, like there's I would argue with you that even this, because I understand the concept of meditation, especially transcendental meditation. Transcendental meditation, or even just reflecting and stuff like this, is very good.
You're connecting to God. You're connecting to Allah through seeing God in different things. Like what I told you, the problem is we can agree that a lot of people that enter Islam and they weren't born in the culture. They didn't grow up as Muslim. They entered Islam. Usually, they're a better image of Islam. Would you say that?
Could be, yeah.
Would you say that they entered Islam based on questioning different things, looking at different kind of
Yeah, I'd say I
you
did
know?
so as well.
Yeah, they're looking at
Even though I was born Muslim.
but if we look at the majority, at least what I feel, what I saw with my eyes, I've seen people that embrace Islam and they embrace it with love, they embrace it with care, and they choose Islam. They weren't born into it.
But here's the thing.
And they were able to attain that certain level of spirituality, takhashur, all of that. They were able to attain that by questioning things.
But even before going into that, we have to first establish that the core sources of Islam are preserved, haven't been changed.
Yeah, we agree on that. Let's agree
No,
on
but
that.
because initially you said you didn't, so I'm confused.
No,
Like, were you being deceptive then?
No,
or?
no. I initially I told you my whole thing is anything should be put to question.
But do you believe that the Quran is preserved, and you believe Hadith are
So
also?
you
Yeah.
gave me a lot of data. You
Yes.
gave me a lot of truths that I will go and research, and I appreciate that. And what I told you exactly, that's what is needed, because in certain, and you know that we're able to have the discussion because we're in London. If we were in certain Muslim countries that have Sharia law, you wouldn't be able to
Which
have this
country do
question.
you think has Sharia law?
I wouldn't know.
I don't think any
And you know
country
what
has
is the
complete
difference?
Sharia
You
law.
know what is the difference? Is I'm able to say I wouldn't know.
Don't disappear because this is something.
You know that's the difference. Unfortunately, with a lot of brothers nowadays, there is a big, let's say, a big glass in front of them, and that glass protects them. And that glass came from growing up hearing, don't ask questions. You shouldn't ask any questions. No, this is how it should be done. But by asking questions, you get answers like you gave me, and that's answers that will put you to. It's like playing a video game to go to a higher level, and that's why I told you some people that embrace the religion that are not Muslim, they have a better level of belief because they question those
Well,
things.
we're both in agreement with
Okay,
this.
my
So my question to you is, what is stopping you from embracing Islam?
what's stopping me really is
Always watching what you're doing, yeah?
Thank you, brother.
From afar, you get good friends from Sheffield,
I
Sammy
appreciate
Noor,
that.
all the clan, whoever you're thinking up there, we know. And mashallah, keep doing what you do. My brother loves watching what you do.
MashaAllah, appreciate
Wallah,
that.
keep it up, man. Allah
Thank
bless
you,
you guys, all of you, man.
Thank you, Allah bless you.
Keep doing what you do, man. Allah, peace and barakah and knowledge.
Love, my bro.
Forever, man. Inshallah, another time as well, innit?
Inshallah.
Nice to meet you, my brother. Wallah. Honestly, we appreciate what you do, you, all the brothers, man.
Thank you.
SubhanAllah, man.
Thank
Keep
you.
it up, man. It's brave as well. Wallah, to put yourself out there. The camera, look at me even now. Tell me on camera.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that. I don't even want the people, you get me? You know what I'm trying to say, though?
Got you.
Man, I bless you, man. Keep it up, man.
Ameen,
Alright,
ameen.
yeah?
Allah bless
No,
you.
no, you too, man.
Thank you.
and as I told you, the problem as someone that grew up Muslim, and I still have Islam in my heart. I never said otherwise. I'm, you know, what happens
Would
when
it say that you have a problem with Muslims rather than Islam?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, that's what I told you. That's what I told you. You know that feeling when you have a son or a father. Sorry, let's take the example of a father. When you have a father that you really love, that you see as your hero, then one day you see your father cheating, or you see something like that, and you know the heartache you feel,
Yes.
that collapse. That's what I felt. That's what I felt when I came to the West. That's what I felt when I went back to my country. Because unfortunately, the problem, questioning things and putting things to the front, solve problems.
You know the hadith, asking good questions is half
Yeah,
of one's religion.
of course, of course. But we can agree that
So the
in
Prophet said that, but
yeah.
unfortunately the people, yeah.
See, that's the problem. When you talk to a lot of people, they will say yes, but the hadith say this and the Quran. But we agree, it isn't. But what is being done nowadays? That's what I'm talking about. When I went back to my country and I saw that there were certain sisters that wanted to marry a brother that is Muslim but has a black skin,
That's wrong.
they insulted them.
That's wrong.
They insulted them. They wanted to fight them. And if the Muslim community stand together and say, "Hey, we have a problem of racism,"
No, but we do that very often.
yeah, but you understand that there's people that will never say that.
Yeah, but there'll be certain
They
people
will
that
say-
won't even accept that they exist.
Yeah, but
There'll be certain people that won't
that's
stop
what
murdering.
that's what I mean.
That doesn't mean that you lose hope.
No, but we're able to do that in this country because of
But,
democracy.
brother,
You know?
you have an issue when it comes to certain Muslim countries.
I have an issue with a lot of.
Like in
I
Morocco.
don't have any problem with Islam. I have problem with Muslims, and I told you that at the start. I think Muslims are doing a disfavor to the religion. I think Muslims are pushing
And
people
I told
away
you at the
from
beginning,
religion.
I agree with you.
No, because I told you something. Because I told you something simply. As someone that understood the religion growing up, that it's the religion of modesty, it's the religion of helping the other, giving the upper hand, helping the poor. When I go to Mayfair and I see Muslim people that are representative of Saudi, Kuwait, country of deen, country of this, country that is not corrupt. And and I see them wearing their Patek Philippe. I see them flying their cars on a jet plane.
Yeah, but bro, this
And
is this is a fundamental problem. You know, the when you're judging the whole by the individual.
But the problem is, my question to you, sir, is when is too much? When is you see the individual, then
Too much for who though?
Yeah, but that's what I'm asking. You just say don't.
No,
Let's
I'm
say
clarifying your question.
Yeah,
Too much for
I
who?
will tell you. This is the whole. This is the individual. When is growing too much to be? Yeah, you can judge the whole now. That's my question. When is it too much?
I think the question is flawed in its essence because the individuals that are adhering to the religion, they will never change the religion, especially when it comes to Islam. Because, like I said initially, if all the holy scriptures, all the ancient holy scriptures are burnt, Quran is the only one that can be written down word for word. it's not dependent upon the preservation of the people.
Yeah, but I true.
Now here's the thing: if 5 people do something bad, 10 people do something bad, 15 people do something bad, that doesn't change Islam. There are
I
many.
never said it changed it.
I know, I know. I'm just making the
yeah,
point.
I said one
Let
thing.
me
How
finish the
can you
point.
how can Muslims nowadays? Because it's a community religion.
Brother,
It's
you're,
all about
you're
community.
still
Yeah. How can you make
you're missing the point. Even if the whole Muslim community is bad,
Islam is not bad?
Islam is not bad because those people are clearly not following those principles that you've mentioned.
How can okay? But you know when you're
Are
part
you
of
asking how we can resolve this?
yeah, I'm saying when you're part. I will give you an example. I'm living. I'm not living in the UK, but I
He's
live.
not asking how to resolve it.
No?
No.
I'm living in. I'm not living in the UK, but I'm living in a different country in Europe. And what I've seen, for example, I've seen that we had a lot of refugees coming over, a lot of people that are coming over. The problem with that, of course, you gotta help other people that are coming over. The only issue is when you have people burning their passport, throwing it away. You don't know who you're bringing into the country. There's certain feeling of insafety, and then you, as a law-abiding citizen, you have people looking at you weirdly because you have the same skin or you're practicing the same faith. So you, as someone part of that community, need to speak up first.
Yeah.
You need to be like, hey, you're not allowed to do that. You know?
Yeah, but these are two separate issues. One is the issue of society and that sort of stuff about how to be in society, what principles to adopt, what principles not
Do
to
you think
adopt.
you're responsible as a Muslim for society?
We are, and I think we're doing a really good job.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying I don't know about Morocco. I don't know about what
But
goes on over there.
let's talk, for example, about here. Let's talk
I
about
think
London.
we're doing and going above and beyond to such a degree that people feel the burden too much actually, that they actually are not comfortable enough to live their life because they constantly feel I have to be on my best behavior. I have to do this. That's not expected of people of other faiths. Why? Because when you look at the geopolitical way certain groups are being highlighted.
Why is that?
Well, I'll tell you because let's just take the example of ISIS. Yeah, just today, if you look, there's an article by Mint Press News.
Sorry, just talking about ISIS. Do you think ISIS applies Sharia law?
No,
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 they're not.
no.
They were founded by the CIA, bro.
Say again?
CIA, right?
Yeah, I was gonna go a step
Sorry.
further. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So when it comes to ISIS, there was an individual called Abu Hafs. Yeah, and Abu Hafs was somebody he was actually an imam of a mosque for many years. Then they found out, this was in Libya, they found out that his actual name was Ephraim.
Oh, I agree with you.
Oh.
But
I
let,
agree.
let me land. At
No,
least let me
but
land, innit?
no, but what
But at
you,
least let me land. Ephraim Benjamin, and he was working for the Mossad.
I agree
Yeah.
with you.
Now, not only that this was somebody, and he was responsible for the taking down of Gaddafi. In fact, the General Brigadier of Israel has said, and I can give you his name, and again in the same article, Mint Press News, they have said that we don't want ISIS.
Yeah, if that's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, we don't want ISIS to lose. We don't want ISIS to be defeated
Okay.
because they are helpful
I
for
agree.
us to keep Iraq, Syria, Iran, Hezbollah all divided. Lord Crewe in 1920, here of the UK, he said it is within our national interest to keep the oil bearing
Yes.
principalities of the Middle East divided. We saw this in South Africa when the fall of the Ottoman Empire post World War II. They drew the borders and the maps, cutting off tribes and
Yeah.
causing issues. Just in Pakistan alone, you look on the right and the left, you have the Radcliffe line and the Durand line. Why? Because I'm going to be honest. One of the main reasons is the Middle East is rich with natural resources. Yeah, Africa is rich with natural resources, but Africans are very frustrated that they have taken a very non-violent approach, and because of that, they've lost a lot of their culture and they're having to fight back. But again, that's not something that they're used to and familiar with. as well.
Sorry, it just whenever someone is speaking, you gotta be respectful.
I know, but I'm a comedian. But
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
What's up, Habibi?
Okay,
Just-
because I beg you, because this guy's been going on for a long time.
Yeah,
I just want to
I
ask
will
you one
let you.
question.
Here you go.
Yeah.
You
I
go.
mean,
Thank you, brother.
Thank you,
no,
brother.
no, finish it.
No, no, you go. You go. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I mean, do I need